Hey guys, welcome back. We are working on the QX60 today. I love this car, but it has a severely outdated infotainment system. Mainly, it doesn't have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So after doing some research, I stumbled across what I think is the best option from a company called CarLink Life. They were kind enough to send this out to me to review, so thanks to CarLink Life for sponsoring this video. Full disclaimer, they did send this over to me free of charge, but as always I will give my honest thoughts. I know many of you guys, especially in the Facebook group, are wondering about adding this feature, so my goal is to get into the nitty-gritty details, where to get it, how to install it. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment down below and I will try my best to answer all of them. So let's get right into it. The unit does come with instructions, but it can be a bit daunting at first glance, but don't worry, I'll go step by step, starting with how to remove the trims to get to the main unit. First thing is to remove the rubber tray. It's not held on by anything, so you can just gently wiggle it out. Then there is a hidden black trim deep inside the cave. Put your hand in there and give it a nice pull, and that did the trick for me. Wow. Right above that is the lower trim piece, which can also be gently pulled out. There are two black screws on either side holding the radio buttons. After unscrewing those, it should come out with a few wiggles. There is one wire harness to undo on the left side here. There are two more black screws on both sides, and that should free this panel. Then one harness to remove here. Then we need to loosen the two silver screws here. And then two more silver screws at the bottom. Okay, that should be enough to remove this. There we go. To loosen the screen, there are yet again two more silver screws right below the screen and a black screw in the middle. A gentle pull will do. Okay. Rotate the screen to get access to the ports. So one of the wires that come with it is labeled screen. So that one goes into the back of the screen. Unplug the old one, like so. I'm gonna plug in the new one. There we go. And the one that says host, it's gonna go into the existing one that came out of the screen. Like that. And then the other end, that goes into LVDS. Like that. So that's it for the screen. Put that back here for now. And now for the main unit. This is behind this main unit, and so you're really only taking off three things there, and we're plugging in the other ones here. So you'll see one side that has a female and a male together, and that is, so this would go into the main unit, and then whatever comes out of the main unit would go in here, so it's kind of like a T. And then we can use this to plug it into the new unit. And the three that are here, 1, 2, and 3, if you can see, there are all different sizes, so you can't really mess this up. Okay, so the first one, I removed that one right there, and that's this one here, and that goes into the biggest one. There we go, nice click. So I'm gonna now do the one right below that one. There we go. And lastly, the standalone one here, that one goes to that one right there. So it's to the left of the fan. Right here. And that one goes in here. Okay, they all match up. So we have these three now. We just plug it right back into the main unit. Okay, so there is an aux female coming out from that one, so I'm gonna leave that. I don't know if I'll need it or not, but we'll see. On the other side of the main harness, we have this one. So that would go there. Then we have one with the USB female right here. It's labeled XSX CD player, and that goes into there, USB. So now we have an aux and a USB. And last but not least, this is a Wi-Fi antenna. This is a double-sided tape, so I guess you could put it somewhere that you can't see. I don't know if I'll need this, because the main reason I'm doing this is for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and that you don't need Wi-Fi for that. But I'll just plug it in, and that goes in here, like so. There we go. So this aux cable actually, I think, at least looking at the diagram, it goes into this aux female that we had last time. That was in the harness. So we'll do that. And I think that's it. I mean, there are some other functions, but these are not used. There's also a rear camp power, but I don't know what all that is. I don't think you need that. And there's this, I don't know where that goes either. So now I'm gonna plug some of the buttons back in and see what we get. Unfortunately, my camera died when I was testing it, but make sure at this point that everything works. If you press and hold the back button, it should go into the new head unit environment, which means you did everything right. Congratulations! Now we need to remove the center console, which will be the home for this new unit. Start by removing the side trims, which will reveal 4 black screws on each side. Then pull down on the shift boot leather, remove the little pin, then pull up on the shift knob. Then you should be able to gently lift the center console, which will give us enough space to put in the new unit. Lift up on the tray that has a 12-volt power, then route the wires below all the trim like this. So I tucked in my wires like this. So from the top of the head unit, it goes down and into this cavity here. And then it goes down that way and into the unit right there. And then the same thing for the wire that's coming from this side. I tucked it in through there, routed through all the way here and into the unit. So for this USB, I think I'm just gonna tuck it in here because I won't be using it since this unit has a wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But if you did want to use it, you could drill it through here and into the center console, and then you'll have an extra USB for your music and stuff. I think in 2023 everyone's streaming music. No one's really listening to music on the USB, so that's why I'm just gonna set it here and forget about it. Alright, welcome back. It's been a few days since the installation and I've been using it, and I gotta say it is an absolute game changer. But right out of the box there are a few quirks that you need to adjust, so I'm gonna show you that right now. Okay, so what you need to do to get into the new environment is to press the back button, press and hold the back button, and it's gonna start connecting Android Auto. So my phone is here, it's not connected, and there is Android Auto, which is amazing. But initially you will see this screen, and you will see this screen in Chinese. So go to the settings, which is the last one over, and then the language is the second one from the bottom, and change it to English. I had to do a little trial and error to get that. And then the next thing, so right now here it says Android Auto, and that will change depending on what you select here in the system's factory mode. So if you go into factory mode, you click on phone link settings and then Android link type. You click that, and right now mine is set to wireless Android Auto, and you can set it to off. You can do USB Android Auto right there. Car life, I don't know what that is, but there's that. And then I don't have an iPhone, so I just turned mine off. But if you have an iPhone, you can either select wireless CarPlay or USB CarPlay or both. And when you select that, so for example, I'm gonna turn off, just to show you guys, I'm gonna turn off the Android one. I'm gonna turn on the wireless CarPlay and hit apply, and then it has to, and then you have to turn off the car, wait for a couple minutes so the system actually shuts off. Alright, so I think it's rebooted, so let's see. Okay, so now it says CarPlay, so that is how you change it. In the beginning, when I got it, it said CarPlay, and obviously I have Android, so I didn't know how to change it. And so I actually talked to customer service. Their customer service is great. I got responses to emails within minutes. So they told me about the settings here, system. And the other thing, this auto start phone link app in the settings is checked automatically by default, and you should leave it checked because it'll start Android Auto or Apple CarPlay automatically. You don't have to do anything, obviously, given that you've already connected with your Bluetooth. So that feature alone makes this completely worth it, and it's amazing. The only thing is that this touchscreen technology, not the unit from CarLink Life, but the technology that Infiniti used at the time, this is not the same type of screen as your smartphone. So you do have to kind of press hard to like kind of scroll like that. If you don't, like, it doesn't always register. So, you know, that's not the fault of this company, but it's just the technology that Infiniti used for this screen. I'm super satisfied. The fact that I don't have to do anything, it just goes into Android Auto, which is amazing. And one last thing, I do have a discount coupon code in the description below. So if you guys are interested, click the link below and use my discount code to get 8% off. It's not much, but it is something. And for a product like this, this is amazing. So if you have any other questions about the installation or any other features that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments and I will try to explain as best as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.